How to use the Spiderman Mythic web shooters in Fortnite. Tired of dying while trying to get away? Sometimes it's bugs, but a lot of the time it's just a skill issue, and that's the hard truth. Personally, I die mostly from being too aggressive or by getting surprised when I have a 10-second cooldown. Now, in my opinion, the ODM gear is slightly better, and by better I mean easier to use. But there are some pros to using the Spider Mythics. A lot of pros. And in addition to that, I'm going to give you some tips that you might not already know. Sit tight. So let's begin. What's up, my name is Lethal, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to properly use the Spidey Mythic web shooters in Fortnite. If you enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for future videos. Where to find them? So the web shooters really just spawn as random floor loot. Just like most other high tier items, you can find them most often at hot drops or POIs that are highlighted yellow. Other than that, good luck. How to make them last longer. Now once you find them, they start out with 80 charges. This may seem like a lot, but if you don't use them right, they will go fast. So just like with any other mobility item, you want to use the charges when you need to and not just all the time to get everywhere. A great tactic when traveling long distances is to use a couple charges and then slide jump repeatedly when you land. This works not only for web shooters, but the kinetic blade and the ODM gear. The next trick is to try to stay high in the air, preferably above the trees. This way you can take bigger swings and enemies on the ground will have a harder time shooting you while you're in the air, especially if there are a lot of trees that are close together. How to move as fast as possible. Speed is everything. The last thing you want to do is to take slow, long swings. So if you're using the web shooters like this, you're doing it wrong. Slow, long swings absolutely kill your momentum. So what you need to do instead is find a point to attach to that is slightly higher than you. Attach to it, then turn a little to the side. Let go as soon as you get a little bit of speed and then find another point quickly. Attach to it and repeat. How to get to high up places. So you can basically jump mid-air during each time that you attach the web shooters to something. Knowing this, when you need to get up to someplace that's pretty high, all you have to do is attach to a high point and then jump immediately. Keep attaching as high as possible and jumping right after. Piece of cake. What you can and cannot attach to. The more you use the Spidey Mythics, the better you'll get at understanding what's possible and what's impossible from a movement perspective. Sometimes you can attach to the edge of hills, trees, cars, and rocks, but at random times it won't work on certain objects, like breakable trees. But generally it's pretty straightforward. Don't try to attach to flat ground because it will not work. Also, don't try attaching to the sloped side of hills. The things you can attach to are cars, rocks, and most trees. Corners and edges of buildings and most solid objects work as well. Grabbing loot. If you use the Spidey Mythics to grab loot, it doesn't cost you any charges. This is good to know because sometimes it's better to be able to grab things from far away. And this is more of a competitive strategy, but there may be times where you want to grab things that are in storm without taking storm damage. You can also use it to sort of stockpile your loot or to move extra mats around in build mode. Final tips. If you want to win more fights, nothing really changes when using the Spidey Mythics. Start out a fight by dealing AR damage at medium range. Once you get someone weak, push using the Spidey Mythics and make sure to hit your shots at close range. The Spidey Mythics are also good for starting out a surprise attack by landing on an enemy and immediately hitting them for max damage with the Havoc shotgun. Once again, hit your shots. If you want to survive more surprise attacks, make sure that you aren't in a cooldown all the time. Basically walk or use vehicles to get around fast, that way you aren't wasting charges. If you lose the vehicle, you can still swing away, but having it always ready will give you more options when it comes to fighting back or repositioning yourself. In another video, I'll cover the best loadouts while using mobility items, but I'll quickly say Havoc shotgun plus SMG are the basic first step you need to excel at close range. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope it helped you out in some way. If you have any questions or suggestions for future content, let me know down in the comments section, or feel free to DM me on any of my socials. Hope you have a great day and we'll see you next time.